welcome to Playing the Field, a Bachelor podcast. I am Gina Sirico here at KBC in LA. Jen Matarese is at WABC in New York, and Alli Jo is here from Fort Lauderdale. How are you? It's good to see you.
It's good to see you too. I'm doing great. How are you?
We're great. We're all roasting. It's summertime, so we're all ready to keep it roasting. But let's keep the conversation roasting because let's first of all let's talk about your hot new romance. Talk to me about yeah, that's right. Is he there?
Getting right in.
Look, we don't waste time. It's a girl chat here. We are not wasting any time.
This is what we're here for, right? This is the main event.
The main thing. The main thing, right?
I am now the main thing.
Yes, that's awesome.
Which is great. Good for you. Tell us kind of like how it all played out.
Yeah, I don't even know where to start. I mean, we did chat a little bit before Paradise. I actually slid into his DMs because there was a like commonality of somebody that we kind of his family, his sister knows, and that's somebody I knew through work. So I had just messaged him because I happened to have been like with that person who was related, whatever. So we kind of knew of each other through somebody else. And then at one point I like got compared to him on Grant's season. So we were just like chatting about that and just chatting about, social media and how people can be on social media, a lot of haters, a lot of mean things out there. And he basically was just like chin up type of thing. Months had gone by. I had like posted a photo on Instagram and he DM'd me because on my caption it said like personality pick. And he was like, oh, and I might have a feeling I know what that's for. So we were just chatting and it was about Paradise. So he was like, are you going? And I was like, I haven't gotten like a definite answer. I'm not really sure, if I get the opportunity to, and I'm single at the time, then yeah, great, but let's see what happens. And I asked him, the same thing. And he had kind of like the same answer. So I wanted to like ask him more questions, but I was like, if he is going to be in Paradise, I don't want to like know a lot of things about him before we get to the beach. So I was really hopeful he was going to be there. And he was not. So yeah, that's how everything kind of started, but that really wasn't the start of it.
Okay, so Paradise happens.
Yes.
He goes home, you go home. Then let's pick up from there.
Yeah. So, well, I got onto the beach with a date card and I really did not know who was going to be on besides the two men that the whole world knew that was going to be on, right? So I was hopeful he was going to be there and I had a date card. And if he was there, I really did want to take him. And I remember coming off the jet ski on the beach and I said to Alex and I was like, is Sam M here? And she was like, no, he got sent home last night. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like the one person that was in my mind and I finally have a date card, like isn't here. So when I got sent home and I got my phone back, I reached out to him and I was like, hey, I heard you were here just a couple hours ago. And he was like, no way, like you're there or you're not there. Like, what's the deal? He was like, call me. Here's my number. So I called him. And yeah, ever since I got home, we have been talking. Or now we're actually dating, so
I love that. I love that. Like it's like organic, but not show related, but then not. And no, it's great. I'm glad. Tell us something about him. I feel like you mentioned it that you guys talked about the sort of feeling that people had about him and about you on both seasons. But tell us something. Dispel that. Tell us something about Sam that maybe like we didn't see on his season on Paradise. Tell us something about him that we really maybe we missed.
he is so like intentional. And I know like online, a lot of people say like he just rambles or he says this or he says that. Like he is so intentional, like when he speaks and he's speaking like directly to you. I think he is an extremely smart person. And I think a lot of people discredit that because of, how he was portrayed, but he is really smart. Like if I'm with somebody, my person, like I want to be able to looks are amazing, but like I want to be able to like confide in that person be able to support and give me advice. And that's one thing that I've said I've always wanted. Even when I was on in Grant season and something that I lacked in other relationships that I've had, but he is so supportive. He like pushes me to do better. And we have like we both have very like strong personalities, but like we hear each other out and I think we complement each other really well. But yeah, he's just relentless. He's a go-getter, but he also has like a very, very sweet side to him and he's extremely caring. So yeah.
Can you tell us about your first date?
Yeah, it's so funny. Thursday is actually 4 months since we started like talking, if you want to say it. But our first date, he was in Florida. He came to visit me here, and I honestly didn't know if it was going to go well. It was my friend's 30th birthday that weekend. So our first date, we went to the beach. It was a very long date because it went into the night. We went to the beach. We had a couple of drinks. We went to happy hour, and then that night we went to a really nice dinner and the Panthers were playing, so we went out to watch the hockey game. It was a really fun first date and the longest first date that I've ever had.
I love that. And so now, how is it? I mean, obviously, long distance. He's in South Carolina, right? And you're in Florida. So, talk to me about like how you guys have talked about how this is going to work. Are you going to give a time limit of like how long you'll go without seeing each other? Like, how's that all playing out?
It's so funny because me and him always like we do definitely confide in each other. We're both so transparent and like our both of our mottos is we got nothing to lose. So like we have had these conversations and for right now, the long distance thing is working for us. We've seen each other like every other weekend for the last 2 months, I would say. And it's really great that it's less than an hour and a half flight from to South Carolina and South Carolina to Florida. So yeah, I actually spent a weekend with him and he coached his kids baseball team. It was like this whole tournament. It was really fun to watch. But right now it's working and we'll see what happens. But I am 31 and I kind of know what I want and we have had important discussions already. So I think it's trending in a nice way.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, I love that so much. Like, I'm telling you, Gina, this is some real girl talk here.
Yes. We love
It's
that.
Ryan, our co-host, but it's kind of fun to have just the girls sometimes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Don't tell him. Well, we'll
No.
tell him.
Oh, yeah. I think he'll find out.
It's going together. I mean,
Yeah. But so, okay, so you're talking about the future. Would you guys ever do like one of those like couple reality shows or any kind of other bachelor related thing maybe? Like what could be coming up in the future? Is there anything you could say that you would want or that is happening?
it's so funny because like I like said to him like his family, I'm like he is so not like a reality TV person. So like the fact that like his personality went on reality TV like cracks me up because I always say it. I'm like I seriously don't understand how like you went on a television show. Like he's so far removed from like social media and TikTok. Like he doesn't do like any of that stuff. I'm like, don't worry, leave it up to me. Like I like that stuff. But I mean, listen, if an opportunity came knocking on our door and we both wanted to take it and we were on the same page, then absolutely. I don't see why not. I don't like to say no to things. So I think you would be on the same page as me. And if I pushed him to say yes, I think you would say yes if I wanted to do it, if I wanted to do it with him. So yeah, I mean, we would love that.
That would be fun. I saw your TikTok, one of them with the roses at the door, and I was like, all right, this is cute.
I'm sure I'm seeing him this weekend, so I'm sure we'll make some now that we're like out in the open. We can
Are you? Yeah. He should do it. I think he would be a TikTok star.
yeah, we may have to do a couple takes, but it's okay. We'll practice.
It's all about well, isn't the whole thing about TikTok that like it doesn't have to be perfect? So you're
I mean, listen, I'm like a one and done. I'm like, I don't have time for this. I have no patience. Let's just shoot it. We're good. Let's go.
same. So now you said you're going to see him this weekend. Are you going to South Carolina? Is he coming to Florida?
I'm actually, he was supposed to come to Jersey with me this weekend and do a Jersey Shore weekend. I'm going to Hoboken in New York City next week for work, but we swerved a little bit. I'm going to go to South Carolina. We're going to do a little road trip to Atlanta. We're going to meet his friend Thomas, who is also on Gen Season. I've never met him. And we're going to go to a Falcons preseason game. So I'm really excited. And then from there, drive back to South Carolina. Then I have to get on a flight the next day and go to Jersey. So I'll be away for a little bit, but I'm really excited to see him. We've been doing new things together. He's opened my eyes to newer things. I think we're both really different. We come from completely different backgrounds, but we are also very, very similar too. And we talk about that all the time.
What are some of those things? What are some of the things that he's kind of like turned you on to?
Just like more like I don't want to say slow pace because we're both like still go, go, go. But listen, like Jersey, Fort Lauderdale is very different than South Carolina. Like
Yeah.
it's okay to be low key. It's okay if I don't want to like wear my wedges or my heels. He's like, it's all good. Like you don't gotta like put your makeup on and do your hair. But I like those things. But like I like that I don't have to be that type of person with him because I'm confident and comfortable if I have makeup on, my hair done or not. I like those things. But the fact that he's like, you're beautiful without it or with it, and he always gives me compliments. Like, that's nice. So it's nice too for me to be low-key, which is great.
That's really sweet. I mean, he sounds so, like you said, different than what maybe we got to see on the screen. Um, did you guys watch Paradise together, and what did each of you had to say to the other about your time on the show?
So I watched the episode he was on by myself, and he was actually here for the episode I was on, and my entire family was here. And it was just like funny to watch because I was like, because we both like know how it goes. Like he went on the date with Jess, and I was cracking up and like called him after. I was like, "Oh, you're gonna dance in the kitchen with Jess?" And like I was just like busting his chops. And then obviously like when I went on the date, and it was just very funny to watch. We're like, we don't care. Like it happened, whatever, who cares? We both experienced it. That's what we were going for. And I even said to him, I was like, listen, when I got to the beach and you weren't there, was I disappointed? 100%. But I wasn't gonna not try to explore other options because that's ultimately what I was there for. I wanted to be with somebody. That was my goal. So, I mean, it didn't happen there, but it did happen, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and we saw on the show you kissing Dale.
Mhm.
Um, and then afterwards, when you were watching that episode later, I mean, I assume you've been kind of keeping up with the show, right?
Yeah, a
So,
little there and there.
so when you saw the episode or when you heard about Dale talking about, Dale and Kat talking about your kiss, and then him saying, dead, yeah, but don't worry, I deaded it. Were you as annoyed as we were about him talking about deaded it?
I have some things on my mind.
What's that?
You told me about your kiss, and I think since then, sitting with all that, it just kind of makes me feel like hesitant.
If I was in your position, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. I'm not trying to hide anything. I just deaded it.
Yeah, I was
Oh
annoyed
my
with
God.
how many times you were going to say that word. I was just more so annoyed because like the conversation him and I had, and like even like me and Sam talked about, like I'm very open with him. Like he would literally was like, I'm 50-50 right now, and this was before the rose ceremony. So he never expressed that he was like going to dead it to me. I had a gut feeling that like he wasn't going to pick me just because, like I said, like when I got onto the beach, like really nobody was open. He was the only one who like approached me, and Jonathan. And Jonathan and I had already met prior. But Dale really did show interest in me, and I was like, oh, like maybe this could be a thing. Like I was really interested in him at that point. But he never expressed that it was like deaded, done, that I should expect nothing because he said 50-50, and I literally said to Priest, I was like, listen, I put it all out there. He said 50-50. That's how it's going to go. And I'm here for a reason. I'm not going to hold back. So, some people on social media said I was like forward or whatever, but I didn't travel all this way, just come this far. Like, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
Mhm. Like, okay, so he told you 50-50. I guess why did you chalk it up to like, well, it's the experience, it's fine that he's undecided, or like did that kind of sting a little for someone to be like, well, I don't know, wishy-washy, like I feel like you would be wanting for someone to be like, oh yeah, like duh, it's you.
yeah, the 50-50 thing kind of was just like, I don't know. And I kind of feel like I didn't have the upper hand, obviously. And I don't even like to use those words, but I was on the beach for like maybe 36 hours, and he was with Kat obviously prior, but I really thought we had like a genuine conversation. So when he did say 50-50, like I was upset. I don't think it's like how many days you're with somebody. I think it's like the time you spend with them. So I was just like, I don't know, like I didn't really see, I wasn't there when him and Kat would have conversations. So I'm not like a fly on the wall. I don't know what they discussed. Maybe he discussed other things with her, but him and I had like very open, honest conversations, like what we want our futures to be like. But I think like he said to me, like me and him had a lot in common, like with the fitness world. But to me, having something in common with somebody isn't a bad thing. Like that's a good thing. But I guess he took it as like that turns me off type of thing. I don't know. So
In in
either way, I'm
watching
grateful for it because I love where I'm at in my life. So thank you so much for dating me. I'm very much alive as I already good.
Yes. All very true. When you like as you're watching and you're seeing some of the way he's kind of moving in Paradise, like I know for me, I had high hopes. I had high hopes and now I'm kind of like, bro, I don't know. So do you feel like, yeah, dodged a bullet on that one, all's good. Like,
Yes.
thankfully.
Yes. I think I dodged a bullet. I'm very happy.
Oh my God. What do you think of this season so far and like the changes that have been made and this new aspect of like it being a competition and money coming in? What do you think about those changes?
I'm not caught up because I don't have cable, so I do have to watch the last two episodes on Hulu, but like obviously I know some things and scrolling TikTok. I think it I think Paradise is now competing, to be honest, with other shows and they have to like implement this. But to me, it doesn't feel like the true Paradise that I've watched growing up because now with money involved, it's like, okay, are we here for money or are we actually here for love? Because I feel like some of those relationships that are on TV, they're really not two people that are interested in each other. They're just two people that happen to be on a television show together. But now they're going to ride it out because they want to make some money. Like who doesn't? So I think the whole resort, I think the whole new filming of it is great, but the money aspect, I don't necessarily love.
I think you and Sam would have handled the money aspect had you been on the show. Do you think you could have been in it to win it?
Yeah, because I think like even knowing him now, like after hitting it, we both said, I said to him, I was like, if you were coming to Florida and like we didn't hit off like that first day or two, I'd be like, all right, get on the next flight out. So like even if the money thing was a play, like I also can't fake things and I don't think he can either would be all over our face. Like if we weren't into each other, like we just wouldn't be into each other and we wouldn't get in a relationship, we wouldn't win the money. But knowing how we are together, I think we definitely could have gone a lot further. And I'm honestly disappointed that like the viewers weren't able to see that with him and I. Like, but at the same breath, I love that him and I didn't have cameras on us and our relationship is organic and real. And that's not to say it wouldn't have been like that in Paradise. I think it would have. But I think we're both a little disappointed we didn't get that like opportunity.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it is interesting. It's kind of like the blessing and the curse of not having the cameras in front of you. It does feel like for you guys, like it was probably the better end of the deal. I mean, granted, you didn't have the chance to for the 500,000, but also like you may be getting a lot more than that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I was just really disappointed because you do put your life on hold and like for like I thought I was gonna really find my person and I was really hopeful he was there. So don't get me wrong, like I did find him, but I put all of my eggs in one basket and like again, put my entire life on hold, spent money on dresses that are still sitting in my closet with tags on. Like I built it up so well and I was like, this is gonna be such a different experience than The Bachelor. Like I feel like I'm also a different person than I was a couple of months ago. So, you know, it's just again, like you said, it's kind of like that in that same breath, it's like a blessing and a curse. But I will say, and I know I can speak for him on it, like we were really, really disappointed. And coming off of Paradise and like coming back to Florida the next day, I immediately went to Jersey and visited my mom because I was hysterical. Like I was just like my headspace was not right. I had really high hopes. So to get like burned like that, I really felt like I was burned. I really felt like I was played while I was there. So yeah, it was disappointing, but all is okay now.
Where are you at with, I guess, have you spoken to Dale or anyone else like since then? Or what's your feelings towards everybody?
I've spoken to the girls. I haven't talked to any of the guys that I met on the show, but no, I've talked to a bunch of the girls.
I love that. I think, we've all kind of talked about it. We had Susie on last week and we were talking about just the whether anybody finds love or not is one thing, but I think what Bachelor Nation does well is give people the opportunity to make really amazing friends. And I think that like with your season, with even with Paradise, it really does that. And I love that for you guys. Think out of anything else because again, like your friends are going to help you get through the love of the loves and the losses and all of that stuff. Who are you closest to from this season?
From Paradise, I am the closest with Parisa, but Lexi and I do talk. I talk to Zoe quite frequently. I talk to Susie frequently. It's funny because Susie, me, Lexi, and Zoe, we all left together. And we had like a 4-hour car drive to the airport, and then we were on the same flight, and then we got off. So us four like really bonded. And yeah, I talked to them a lot. And I was just talking to Parisa on the phone the other day. We were texting this morning. So, but I was close with her on Grant season too. So it was really nice to kind of explore other friendships and even for like Zoe and I to get a little bit closer, which was really nice. And yeah, it was really it was cool.
I love that that's kind of like water under the bridge now from grad season.
Yes. And it has been too, just people don't.
What What do you make of Parisa and Brian's relationship thus far in the show? They're together on the show at this point, but having some difficulties.
Yeah. Um, I just, yeah, like I didn't watch the episode, but I was scrolling through TikTok and like read some things. I just feel like I don't love the way he is speaking to Parisa. She is her genuine, amazing self. And I feel like if he doesn't like it there, like that's like where the money thing comes into play. So like if you're feeling some type of way, then like debt it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't love that for my girl, but
Jen and I, we spoke with her a few months ago. We love her. We are just like, I just want him to go away. Go away.
it's so funny because he actually lives in Del Rey, not far from me. My sister lives over there and I'm there often. So I'm like, I'm gonna bump into this guy.
I know, we're on Atlantic, I'm sure.
Yes.
I grew up down there, so yeah. Yeah, I grew up in Boca Raton, and my parents lived in Jupiter for a while until they.
My parents are in Jupiter when they're in Florida, so
Yes.
Gina was calling the guys the Three Stooges.
Yes.
Was referring to who, Gina?
Dale, Brian, and Jeremy.
yeah, there's like all these things I'm reading. I'm like, whoa, it's at least the guys, not the girls. So we love that.
Yeah. Wells told me, it was funny. I interviewed Wells not too long ago, and he said basically that, like, in the beginning of the season, he said something about how Jeremy was out of Bailey's league, and basically it's like all these guys, all these guys, they're like, these girls are too good for them. Like
Yeah.
all the girls on the show were too good for them. So it's like, you know what?
I'm not disagreeing, but again, I wasn't there that long, so I wasn't like involved with. I didn't see everything. I'm like a person like I like to like find things out for myself. I like to see things. Like I'm not one of those people like if somebody tells me something that they heard from somebody else, like no, it's got to come from right from that person's mouth. So yeah, I mean, I see what I see online, but at the end of the day, you never know.
Alli Jo, thank you so much for joining us. Jen, what does everybody have to do?
They have to like and follow us, and you'll get all the latest updates.
Thank you so much. Thanks, ladies. This was fun girl time, and thanks for watching Playing the Field.
Thank you.